Erectile dysfunction happens way before the act of actually having sex. It happens before you even meet the woman. It starts to happen when you've planned to meet with that woman later that day and you start thinking about how your performance is essentially going to be later that day. What you've done there is you've planted the seed for stress and anxiety to occur as you're escalating to sex and just as you're about to have sex, which is why when you're in that moment, erectile dysfunction happens and you can't perform very well. And I've been through that many times. Let me tell you a story. Here I am in Thailand. It's 2 years ago, and I've just met a woman earlier that day, and she was pretty cool. She was, very nice energy. She seemed really nice and open and inviting. And so here I am. I'm about to meet her in about half an hour. And I'm a bit stressed. I'm a bit anxious. I haven't had sex in about a year and a half. I don't really know what I'm doing because, the last time I had sex, I actually lost my virginity, right? So it's been a while and I'm very unexperienced. And I start stressing out. I start having some anxiety. I'm picturing how this is going to be, how it's going to escalate to sex. Do I have to ask the right questions? How should I lead there and everything? And so I'm a bit stressed out. Now, I don't even know how I'm going to get to her house because I don't have a scooter and I don't know how to ride. So what did I do? I decided to borrow my uncle's scooter and I learned how to ride on that day, literally, as I'm driving up to her house. So fast forward, we get to her house. And there is a specific moment where her and I were sitting down and she says, "Hey, I feel really dirty right now. I'm just going to go have a shower. I'll be back." Dude, that moment, my heart dropped because I was like, oh man, now or never. Literally like shoot my shot now or it will never happen. And so with all that anxiety, I gathered the courage and I asked her this. I literally said this. I stood up and I said, "Hey, I'm dirty as well. Why don't we both have a shower together so that we can save water?" With a smile. And she said, "Okay," with a smile. And I was like, there is no fucking way that actually just works right now. I was mind blown. Now though, I was getting even more stressed and anxious because I had to perform. She accepted my escalation, right? And now it was up to me to, eventually escalate to sex, give her a good time, make her feel amazing, possibly make her come, and that's it. And so I started stressing out, dude. Went into the shower, right? We were in the shower. We started really slow and I'm going to skip through all of that. But when it came to the act, I couldn't get it up. And dude, I was all in my mind. I could not get it up. And the funny thing was, I had 2 more nights to spend in Thailand and I was going to go back home. And I was like, there is no chance that this is happening to me right now. And that night, for the next 4 hours or 5 hours, we made love. And during that 5 hours, I could not get it up. So we just made out and all that shit. But dude, it was just stressful. So the next day, I go back home, I do my thing, and then I meet her again at night. She comes back to my place. We're about to get into it again, right? Second time, gonna get into it, naked, on the bed. And I can't get it up. I was anxious. I was thinking about my performance and how I'm going to perform. And that thought planted the seed of erectile dysfunction. And when it got to the point, I could not perform again. And I was devastated, dude, because, here I am in Thailand, young, single. I've got nothing to do. And I'm supposed to be meeting people. The only woman that I met and actually I had a chance with, I couldn't get it up. And here I am, I'm about to go back to Sydney, go back to my job and all that, just normal shit. And I was devastated. I literally said to myself, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Why is this happening? It wasn't until years later, until quite recently actually, that I solved that problem. I solved it. I don't have any more ED. Matter of fact, I'm hard as a fucking rock, bro. And it's life-changing. It is literally life-changing. The pleasure, the satisfaction for both you and the woman is incredibly different. Not only that, when you get rid of the stress and anxiety, when you get rid of ED, you can last as long as you want to. Do you know how fucking amazing that is? You can literally come when you want to. So as you're having sex, if you don't want to come, you can just keep going. So you can literally fuck for an hour and she will be begging you to say, please stop. Like, let me make you come. Let's stop this. Like, this is crazy. This is too much. The compliments you will get from women, they will, during sex, like, the fact that you're not in your mind, you're not thinking about it, you're completely present, right? You're slapping her ass, you're pulling her hair, right? You're kissing her by the neck and licking her ears, and you're doing all this shit. And you're fully in the moment, you're present, you're not thinking about anything else, right? The compliments you will get, firstly, because you feel amazing, you're confident, you're in the moment. And so, dude, you're literally just gonna last for as long as you want to. Your dick is gonna be hard as fuck. And you're just gonna be fully consumed by the act of lovemaking. You're not just there to bust, which is what happens when you're present. When you're completely present, you don't care about busting. You're just there to make love, literally consume. And so is she. When she's fully present as well, and she's fully confident, and she will only be this way if you are first confident in yourself. And you might have realized this. Have you ever had sex with a woman where when you feel really insecure and you don't feel confident about the act at all, she isn't vocal, she doesn't open up, she kind of just stays in the same position, she doesn't hug you, she doesn't make noises, right? She doesn't jump around and, you know, do all that kind of stuff. If she like kind of just stays there and you know you are anxious, trust me, she is feeling that too. So the complete opposite of this is true. And again, like, where am I coming from? I've had the bad experiences. The first time I had sex was with my ex-girlfriend, who I was in a relationship with, ended, and we met up a year later. She came to my house. The first time I had sex, it was with my ex-girlfriend, and I couldn't even get it up, bro. My dick was half soft. It was half hard. Like, it was fucked. It was so embarrassing. It was terrible. And I've come to a point now, in the past, very recently actually, where literally I can fuck for as long as I want to. And it is the most fulfilling thing ever in terms of in being in a relationship and the act of making love, because dude, it's fulfilling. You, like, being able to perform that well, not for yourself, but for the woman, is such an amazing feeling, because by the end, she is literally going to be thanking you for the sex, right? That's what we are doing here. That is what is capable. That is what is possible for you by fixing what is in your mind, all the stress, the thoughts, the anxiety, and being completely present in the moment. So I think this is a great time to introduce how. Dude, the best way I found, okay, look, I've tried meditation, I've tried the journaling method, the self-affirmations, the music, the workout, the push-ups in the bathroom before you're about to have sex. I've tried everything, right? And yeah, it's very effective, it does work, but I think the number one most effective thing that I found is being vocal with the woman. Because I'll tell you this, I was seeing a woman recently, and the first time we're about to have sex, again, erectile dysfunction, it just does not come up. It was terrible, it was embarrassing, and it was not good. She sensed it as well, and she asked me a few questions and whatnot, and it was just embarrassing. But I did speak to her a little bit about it, and I was like, look, it's not going to happen today, little guy's not working, right? I owned up to it, and I wasn't feeling pity for myself. I wasn't showing pity for myself, but I was vocal about it, and I said, look, it's not going to happen today. The next time we met, it happened again, dude. It happened again. And this time, I'm like, okay, fuck it. Because I had been doing some research. Okay, how the fuck do I fix this? So I tried being vocal. I communicated. And I told her straight up, hey, listen, I've had this. Like, I'm a good-looking guy. Yep, you know, I'm confident, and, you know, you've been hanging out with me, and I'm masculine and all. But hey, I haven't had that much sexual experiences. I've had this past, this anxiety and all this. I full told her, like, everything without feeling pity for myself, without complaining, right? I wasn't complaining to her. I just said, hey, look, this is it. This is what's in my mind. This is what I'm going through right now. Today, we're not going to have sex. It's just not happening, okay? Cool. She was accepting. Guess what happened the next time we met? We fucked like dogs, bro. And the time after that, fucked like rabbits. And the time after that again. And the time after that again. So the number one tip that I have for you is communication. Because when you lay all your cards on the table to the woman, you get rid of every expectation that you think she has of you. And she can see, not that you're feeling pity or that you're complaining about your situation, but that you're confident. You can confidently tell her, hey, this is the situation. So it's not going to happen, but, you know, don't worry about it, little baby girl. Next time, I'm going to get that pipe ready for you. So let me summarize this all for you. Erectile dysfunction is the worst fucking thing that any guy can have, and honestly, it is depression worthy. And I do not wish that on any young man, especially young men, because that is the time when your dick should literally be getting hard 3 times a day randomly. Erectile dysfunction equals bad. What is erectile dysfunction? How does it happen? It happens because you are not present. What does that mean? It means when you're having sex, or when you're about to have sex, when you're about to hang out with that woman, you are in your mind thinking about possibilities, about opportunities. What might she say? How can I say this? How can I escalate? What if my dick doesn't work? What if I do this? What if I do that? What if my breath smells? What if... All these what ifs are creating a second world, and now you exist in 2 worlds, one in your mind and one in reality. When you're about to have sex, your brain, your current reality, you've got ass in front of you, you've got tits and pussy, but your brain is still in the second world, so you cannot get it fully up, because the second world is hell. And it is literally affecting your body right now. You're feeling anxious up here. You're thinking about the fact that you're sweating, the fact that you haven't had a shower, your armpits probably smell, and there's literally ass in front of you, and your dick isn't hard. That is the worst thing, and I've been through that many times, and it fucking sucks. I do not wish that upon you. How to fix this? Communicate. Look, there's many other ways. Again, like I said, meditate, right? Focus on your confidence, whatever. Like, you can do all that stuff. I'm only preaching what actually worked for me. What actually worked for me is telling my woman, hey, we're about to have sex right now. You know, I've had this issue in the past, whatever. Or, like, honestly, if it happens, right? You're about to have sex, your dick can't get it up, okay? Literally just stop and be like, listen, my dick doesn't want to get up today. Unfortunately, it's not gonna happen today, right? Whatever, and just move on and just tell her, look, it's not happening today. The little guy's not getting up. I'm not feeling too well. I've got a bit of things in my mind. You know, I need to get a bit more comfortable with you. I think. Say that coming from a place of strength, not from pity and self-doubt and complaining. And now what you've done is you've kind of showed her your invulnerabilities. You've gotten rid of all expectations. There are 2 ways to show invulnerabilities, right? Oh, you know, I'm so poor. The world, my job sucks. The world is just set up this way. I'm in the matrix. My life sucks. I need to make more money. That's one way. The second way is, life is tough right now. I'm not making so much money, but I'm so excited and dedicated because I'm working on something. And every day that I get up and I can work on this, it makes me so excited to know that one day I'm not going to be like this forever. See? One is coming from a place of weakness, the other one from a place of strength. If you just show her, hey, I had these issues in the past, my dick hasn't worked in the past, right? I've had these issues. What I need to do is get comfortable with you. You've just gotten comfortable with her. Guaranteed, the next day, literally, you try to fuck her, you try to have sex, your dick is going to be rock hard because you have gotten rid of all expectations, all the stress, all the things. Oh, what is she going to think of me if my dick doesn't work? Trust me, try that. Communication. Hope that works, man. I hope you never go through ED. It is the worst thing ever. That being said, much love. I'll see you next time.